Hi guys, this is part one of my weaning journey. In this video I'm going to talk about my decision to wean, day weaning versus night weaning, and weaning depression slash hormones and mood. So this video felt really important for me to make because this is a big part of what I'm going through in my life at the moment, and also I don't feel like there's a lot of awareness or people talking about this, specifically about the hormonal dip that can cause depression and low mood and other symptoms like that. So let's chat. First of all, my daughter is 22 months old. My breastfeeding journey is something I can make a separate video on because that's its whole own story, but my goal has always been to make it to 2 years. That is the World Health Organization's minimum time for breastfeeding your child. It gives them the best start to life that you possibly can, and the most health benefits. So that is really important to me, and I kind of just always had it in the back of my mind as a goal. So we made it to 6 months, we made it to a year, we made it to 18 months, which was how long I was breastfed for, and yeah, we're nearly at 2 years. So we may still make it to 2 years. Depends how long the weaning journey is going to take. But today is the 16th of June, and on the 11th of June, it was the afternoon. My daughter had been on and off boob all day. She was an absolute boob barnacle, and she would just comfort feed and snack throughout the day. And so she asked me, Bubba, she says Bubba for boob, and she'll just like tap on her chest. And I'd felt this way before, but it was the first time with like such deep urgency that I thought, I can't do this anymore. If I do this one more time, I'm going to lose it. I just can't do this. And like I said, I'd felt that way many times before, but there was always like, but I want to keep going, but I need to keep going, but it's easier, but it's better, but I can work through this. And I always did, and I'm always grateful that I did. But this time it was just like no, I'm done. So I got up, I went to the bathroom, and I did something that my mum had told me about doing because she did it with me when I was 18 months old and she was ready to wean. So I stuck plasters over my nipples. I came back out to the lounge and my daughter asked for Bubba, and I just showed her my boobs as if I was going to feed her, and I said, buddy, boobs are sore, boobs are broken, boobie is broken. And she had nothing but concern for me, which was really surprising because I had thought, when my mum first told me about this technique that she used, I had thought that my daughter would simply just rip off the plasters, have boob anyway, and not care, probably be angry about it. But in fact, she was just full of empathy and concern. She was just worried about me and whether I was okay, which in a way I felt really guilty about, because I was like, oh my god, I'm making my daughter like worried about me, like thinking I'm hurt when I'm not hurt. But she moved through it really quickly, and I think it was probably the best response I could have gotten from her, because it allowed her to make sense of the situation in a way that she could comprehend. She can understand things being sore, being hurt. She has a really great understanding around that, great empathy around that. So she just was concerned, I reassured her. I just let her know, hey buddy, mummy's okay. Like, it's alright, mum's okay. Let's have a cuddle. We had a cuddle. And I just said, do you want to get a snack together? So we went to the kitchen, got a snack, and she'd moved on just like that. It was unreal. It was unreal. The response that she had and how easy it was. I never could have anticipated that. And after that, she continued to ask throughout the remainder of the day. She'd either ask and then I'd remind her, and we'd just go through the process again, but like a condensed version of it. Or she would just randomly say to me like, Baba, just like remembering, I guess, that baby was sore. Shh, Mishka, don't mind my doggy. She's keeping me company. My little support right now. Okay, so that was the beginning of the weaning. Throughout the day, I just was really sure to give her extra love and support, same with her dad. Extra love, support, cuddles, lots of snacks, and drinks, and just really be there for her, because like, huge transition for a little one, huge deal, like for mum as well, but also for the little baby or toddler or child who's weaning. So got to the evening, and what she'll usually do is around the time when she's getting sleepy and ready to go to bed, she'll ask for Baba, and that's kind of another, again, it's a signal that she's getting ready for bed, she's getting tired, she wants to go to sleep. So she asked for Baba in the evening, and I just said, shall we make a bottle? She was like, yep. She was all good with that. I made her a bottle, which she still has to go to sleep. It's just mainly warm water with like a little bit of soy milk mixed in. And so we prepared that, and then she snuggled up on the couch with me, like tucked in, like feeding style, as if she was feeding in that position, and had her bottle, and we just had that special moment together and cuddled, and yeah, she fell asleep with her bottle. So that went amazingly well. I couldn't believe it. It's not unusual that she'd fall asleep like that with a bottle. She would either fall asleep on boob, she would ask for boob, have a bit of boob, and then would give her a bottle, or like she'd have a bottle in her bed and then fall asleep. So it was just, but always with someone there, like we always support her to go to sleep. So it wasn't that it was unusual, but it felt different because we both knew that boob wasn't an option at that point, and we were both okay, which was really nice and really amazing. So after she went to bed, I spoke to my partner about how I was feeling quite anxious about the thought of weaning completely, like not feeding her through the night. It just didn't feel right. It was giving me anxiety. It was feeling wrong. So decided to just basically do what we had always been doing at night, and that's what we're continuing to do. So she will spend the first anywhere between 2 and up to 6, sometimes we're getting hours in her bed, in her room, and then she'll get up and she'll come and co-sleep in bed with us. So she got up and I just offered her boob. So she had boob, and that first sort of like reuniting moment with boob, she didn't want to let go. So quite often she's okay to have a tiny bit of boob and then have a bottle in the night when she wakes. And for the last month, I think it's been, every time she wakes during the night, I will latch her on, give her a tiny bit of boob, say, buddy, Boobie's going to sleep now, say goodnight to Boobie, and then offer her a bottle. And most of the time she would take it, no worries. Occasionally she would resist and she wouldn't be happy, so we'd just, support her through it, comfort her, cuddle her, reassure her, that sort of thing. And eventually she'd take a bottle. Or she would need to get up, in which case my partner would take her into the lounge, have a mattress in the lounge set up every night, and he would sleep with her in there, because sometimes she just needed to change the scene and to like physically get away from boob to then be okay to take a bottle and go to sleep. So yeah, we work with her and we just support her however she needs through the night. So that hasn't really changed, apart from those first initial times with Boob. She was like, oh my god, Boob, I don't want a bottle. Boob, I missed you. But pretty much it's remained the same as it was pre-day weaning. So yeah, again, it was really crazy to me, because I'd always, like, the whole reason why I began telling her like a month or so ago, shh, Nishka, I knew she was going to do that because someone walked past. Shh, shh, Nishka, that's enough. The whole reason why I began telling her like a month or so ago that Boobie was going to sleep at night was that I thought I would night wean her first, and that would be the way I would go about it. But actually, day weaning was more crucial to me because a few reasons. During the day, she's more lucid, she's more able to understand the situation, or like her interpretation of the situation, with, Boobie being sore or broken or whatever and not available during the day. It's easier for us to just get up, get a snack, get a drink, whatever. We're just constantly feeding her throughout the day anyway, toddler style. There's more distractions, and it was when she was actually spending the most time on Boob. So she, like I said, she was just constantly on and off Boob all day, and it was driving me crazy. It was driving me nuts, and it was hard for me to do anything. And also another added bonus that I didn't really even think about or consider is that I can now wear whatever I want. I can wear nice bras. I don't have to wear gross, horrible feeding bras. I can wear like high top dresses. Like there doesn't need to be boob access anymore. So that's really exciting. And then at night, Boob is like her comfort. It's an easy way to soothe her, and I'm still connected to that. I'm not ready to let that go. I think that's still really special, and a way I can continue, hopefully, to feed her to at least age 2, and just see how we go. So for now, I'm just really, really happy and relieved with how day weaning is going, and I don't feel any need to go further than that at this time. But even though I've only, weaned during the day, there's still been a huge impact that I've noticed with my mood and my hormones that I will talk about next. So fast forward several days, today is now the 22nd of June. I wanted to give myself a few more days to really grasp how I was feeling in dealing with what I'm going to talk about now, which is weaning depression. When you wean, it creates a sudden drop in oxytocin and prolactin. These are both feel-good hormones, mood-boosting hormones. So oxytocin is often called like the love hormone or the cuddle hormone. So when we breastfeed, the prolactin is the milk production, and the oxytocin is when we feed. We get a sudden rush of oxytocin, creates that bonding feeling with your child, and yeah, weaning, it can just create chaos in these areas. So for some people it's not as pronounced, but for others it can be really quite severe. And this topic is not something that's talked about or acknowledged, or even, there's not much support in this area, and that sucks. So I want to talk about my experience. I want to say some things that are helping, but nothing's really helping. It's sort of just keeping my head above water at this stage. So in general, it can look like heightened anxiety, mood swings, depression symptoms such as fatigue, hopelessness, lack of motivation, crying at the drop of a hat, or feeling empty, feeling nothing, all kinds of things. For me, it's been heightened anxiety, terrible mood swings, low mood, really dark thoughts, feeling worthless. Yeah, just, I can't say my anxiety's been any better or worse. I live with pretty bad anxiety anyway, just on a daily basis. Yeah, anger, just overwhelm, just not coping basically. I am trying to do all of the mood boosting things. Like I said, I have anxiety in general. I also have depressive episodes, although I haven't really had one like severely for several years. This is the worst it's been for several years. So in general, I've been trying to get lots of cuddles, get lots of basically just as many things as I enjoy into my daily life as possible, while also rest. I've needed a lot of rest, and I've needed my partner to be really understanding around that. I do have chronic pain, and it's heightened my pain as well. So I've been dealing with that. I've been trying to stay warm, trying to get sunshine. There's a lack of vitamin D. It was the winter solstice yesterday, so I really should be supplementing that. Should look into it. What else? Trying to eat nutritious foods. Trying to eat, because sometimes if you get to eat, it's not good. Also just foods that I really enjoy. Chocolate cake, ice cream, just all those soul foods as well, to try and give me that mood boost. I did spend a little bit of money on myself. I took a day and I bought myself a new outfit. I got my hair cut. I've also got a tattoo. It goes up my whole arm. It's gorgeous. It was unrelated. It was booked months in advance, but it just so happened that yesterday I got about 5 hours of endorphins from my tattoo, so if that's available to you. Yeah, it's been a case of like doing whatever I can just to like get through the day, because it's been like really fucking dark, and really intense to go through. Weaning sucks, man. Weaning sucks, and like I said, there's not enough awareness or support around it. There are like breastfeeding support groups online. If you look online, you can ask through there for advice, for support, but it can only go so far, right? There are also ones in person, the Leechy League. I haven't used these in-person groups. I just haven't had the time or motivation or energy to do it, but I should probably invest in that and give it a good go. What else? Just spending time with, well, a balance, spending time by myself, but also with friends and family. Talking about what's going on for me, telling people what's going on. Taking a bath, I can find that really helpful and really mood boosting. I don't have a bath in the house where I live, but I do have a friend that has a spa pool at her house, so I went over there and we had a spa together and just talked. What else have I done? Writing. I write poetry, I journal. I also journal to my daughter. These are just a few ideas, a few things that I'm trying. I'm just trying to treat myself as nicely as possible and with as much understanding and compassion around this as possible. Trying to really work on nurturing myself during this time, because it's fucking awful, man. It's really hard. And my daughter is going through it as well. She's like at the age now where she's just really challenging, and having lots of big overwhelming emotions and just emotional explosions. So I'm having to support her through that, which is like at the moment really, really hard for me with what I'm going through as well. I also don't have the boob to offer her as a comfort during the day, and that's been a new challenge. So it's a lot. I mean, I could go on and on, but I don't really have anything else to say. I don't have any answers. I'm just going through it, and to anyone else going through it, you're not alone. We're in this together. This shit is hard. Hold on, do what you can to get through. Be nurturing, be kind, be compassionate to yourself. I'm sure we'll come out the other end. Okay guys, take care. Thank you for watching. So much love.